Has everyone ever done that before where you're like, why does this invisible thing keep stopping me from moving forward? Why does this thing keep coming into my path when I'm trying to do something? Has anyone ever done that before? Like, come on, give me a one in the chat box if this is making sense and if this is you. If this is you, give me a one in the chat box. Have you ever sat there frustrated because there's this invisible force stopping you from taking action? Have you ever sat there frustrated because something keeps manifesting in your life that stops you from doing what you really want to do?
It is what it is, eh? I just traveled the world from 2016 onward.
I wrote it down.
Facebook with regards to how much money measure against those KPIs. Trust me, your life will change.
If you want that invisible force and all these circumstances that pop up into your life to stop coming into your life and for you to be able to move forward, then you want to be doing what I'm telling you to do. Okay, and if for the people that are sitting there thinking, well, that's not me, I'm in flow, then that's great. That means you're doing the work. And that's where everyone on this call and everyone going through this course needs to be. Okay, you must be in flow, taking steps towards where you're going, regardless of what is going on in your life. Okay, and I'm excited to be sharing this amazing content with you. Now, got to go through it all, right? So click on Facebook Ad Specialist and then go through the videos. There's no other question. You just go through the videos. That's it. And then just watch, learn, and then you want to be teaching what you're doing. Okay. So who's excited about this learn, do, teach model we are inspiring you to adopt? Because when you learn something and then you do it and then you teach it, you are positively reinforcing your learning. Well, I'm excited for this week because this week we're really diving in to the target market and no-brainer offer section of the foundations document that we're going to be giving you. Okay, so we're actually going to be giving you this on a plate. It's then your job to learn what we're giving you. Okay, and to not change it. Like, I'm going to ask you, just follow what we tell you to do and don't change it. Don't try and reinvent the wheel like a lot of people have done in this group and then went away to try and reinvent the wheel and then failed. Okay, and then went, oh shit, that was harder than I thought. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, I told you so. I told you so. I told you to generate appointments before you went into sales pages to selling products. But then you went and go and sell products and you realized it was a lot harder than your brain thought. And that's why you got to start and grow where you're planted now. So who's excited for today? Because everyone overcomplicates this. Everyone overcomplicates this. Whereas it is really easy if you just focus on what I'm telling you to do. And you don't try and make changes, you just focus and adapt what I'm telling you to do to who you are. Okay, so you're going to put your own little unique energy and spin into this, but at its core, it's going to be the same. Does that make sense, guys? Because we're not all going to be the same here. Everyone's different. Everyone's unique. I am unique. Okay, my energy is unique. My makeup is unique. My body's unique. My personality is unique. I'm unique. I'm going to attract different people than what you would attract. I could still have the core same target market as you, but I'll probably attract a different person. So it's like, we're going to give you the core of it, and then your uniqueness is going to attract the right person towards you that's relevant for you. When I chose to specialize, guys, when I chose to focus, when I chose to be focused on one direction until successful, write that down, focus on one direction until successful. When I chose to do that with digital marketing and Facebook and generating appointments for PTs, coaches, and consultants, that was what I did. When I just chose that and didn't do anything else, I got major momentum in my business. Okay, major momentum in my business. All right, and it was a lot simpler and easier and less stressful to manage things because I was working to a process that I repeated over and over and over and over and over again. And that's why I can now just fluently talk about it without too much planning. Okay, because I've just obsessed about this over and over and over again. And I've had times where it's failed and then I've made it work. I've had times where it's failed and the client didn't follow through and then we ended up splitting up. I've had times where it's worked first time, but hey, the process bloody works. All right, and I know that with absolute certainty. Okay, so let's get into today. What I'm about to say, I want you to try this on. Imagine trying to leave your house in the morning with no target of where you're going for the day. Really try that on, man. Just try that on. Imagine getting out of your bed. I'm pointing over there because my room's over there. Imagine getting out of your bed in the morning and just waking up like a zombie and just walking out the door with no direction. I wonder how your day would unfold. Huh? What would you do? How would your day unfold? How would it unfold? Do you think you would get very far? Or do you think you would just be traveling through life like a zombie and nothing really going right for you because you've not got any direction, right? Okay? How stupid is that? Like, let's just all laugh at that for a minute. How stupid is that? No one does that. It's not in our psyche to not know where we're going. We have to know where we're going. Who gets it? Like, who gets this? Who feels the urge to know where they're going? Every single human being. Clarity is the key. Clarity is the key to creating momentum. Would you ever do that? Would you ever get up in the morning? Give me a yes in the chat box if you would, or give me a Y in the chat box if you would, give me an N in the chat box if you would. Never get up in the morning and be like, oh, I'm just going to go out the door. You just don't do that, right? Unless you're actually saying to yourself, I'm just going for a stroll this morning, but you've still got direction because you've just told yourself, I'm just going for a stroll this morning. Maybe it's Sunday morning, but you still have a direction, right? You're still saying, I'm going out on a stroll. So in short, guys, the answer is just no. And therefore, why do people seem to build their businesses like this? Huh? Oh yeah, I'll just work with everyone and anyone out there. Yeah, I'll just take what I can get. It's worth pondering, guys. It's honestly worth pondering. And the next scenario is imagine leaving your house in the morning with 5 different destinations to go to in that day, and you only had 8 hours to do it. That would be super overwhelming. You would feel so much pressure and stress, right? 5 different targets for the day. Huh? Well, why? This is a question I've got for you. Why do people overcomplicate the process of choosing their market? It's a great question, right? Now, give me a 1 in the chat box if you've been overcomplicating this. Give me a 2 in the chat box if you feel clear. Just want to see the difference. That's good. A lot of you feel clear. That's awesome. A lot of you put 1 and 2. That's pretty confusing. Which one are you? Have you been overcomplicating this or are you clear? Have you been overcomplicating this or are you clear? Okay. And if you've been overcomplicating it, that's fine. That's your current reality and we're going to shift that today. If you are clear, then we're going to make you clearer today and get you focused today. Okay. So that is key, that you clear on where you're going, who you're targeting, etc. Right? So my question for you, are you ready to make this simple, easy, and fun? Are you ready to make this simple, easy, and fun? Why is it simple, easy, and fun? Well, it's simple and easy and fun because you feel competent and confident to implement it. You feel confident and competent to speak to the customers you're attracting. You feel competent and confident to get people results. You're certain, All right. So if you think about this, things aren't fun when you're not certain. Things aren't fun when you're second guessing yourself. Things aren't fun when results aren't going your way. You know, you get it? Whereas if we break down what simple, easy, and fun is, it's when you are feeling competent, confident, congruent, and certain. All right. So write these ones, write them in the chat box. You feel confident, competent, certain, and congruent. When you feel these things, it's like a bit of a human drive. Okay, you feel alive. You feel like you're having fun. You feel like it's simple. You feel like it's easy. How cool is it to know that confidence, competence, certainty, and congruence is the seed of you feeling alive every single day, you feeling like you're having fun, you feeling like it's simple and easy. When we break that down, guys, that's what it is. So my question back to you right now is, how do you create confidence? How do you create competency? How do you create certainty? And how do you create a feeling of congruence? It's worth thinking about, right? It's worth thinking about. This is the shit that really matters, by the way. Come on, in the chat box, how do you create this stuff? Confidence comes with action. When you are moving, you're confident. When you're in freeze mode, you're not confident. So confidence is action. You got to create movement, okay? And confidence is a mindset, is a way of being. Because when you're taking action, sometimes things aren't going to go your way. And if you have the right frame of mind around those things, and you're a scientist and you're experimenting, you're still going to keep moving on the next step, which creates further confidence. Okay, so action is the key here. How'd you create competence? Come on, how'd you create competence? You do the work, right? You're here right now studying. That is, you're creating competence right now. When you're doing your videos in the group, when you're studying in the weekend, when you are implementing the stuff we're telling you to do in this course, that is creating competence. All right, so actually following through on what we're telling you to do. Same with action, right? Same thing, right? Just different context. And then competence, when you get used to being a marketer, sometimes things don't work, sometimes things work, and sometimes it's somewhere in between where it's kind of working but not. And if you can just be okay with those three possibilities and three possible outcomes of a marketing campaign or even a business, then if you can just accept that as reality, that sometimes it's going to go wrong, sometimes you're going to fail, then your competence doesn't get hit. If you fail, you're still competent because you don't take it personal. You're just like, I'm a marketer, I'm a scientist, you know? Sometimes it goes wrong. We got to go back to the drawing board. Let's go, keep moving. You stay in movement. That is going to create competence and confidence. How do you create certainty? How do you create certainty? It's a feeling. What do you feel certain about? Has anyone ever heard of an anchor of a feeling? Like, give me a 1 in the chat box if you have a topic or a area of life that you're really certain in. Give me a 1. Nice. Right, cool. So in your mind's eye, we're going to do this right now. Number 1 is I want you to have an anchor, all right? So your anchor is going to be this. You're going to put your hands around your wrist and squeeze on this when I tell you to. So everyone got that? That's your anchor, all right? So when I tell you to put the anchor on, you're going to put it on. And you're just going to follow my footsteps. We're going to anchor you into a feeling of certainty. Right. So everyone on the call, I want you to close your eyes. Right, so close your eyes, everyone there. Close your eyes and think about the topic and the area of life that you're really certain in. Visualize it in your mind's eye, see it, feel it, experience it, and start to build the feeling of certainty in your body. And allow it to build. Imagine if you could imagine that the feeling was building by 2 times. And just like really milk that feeling and really go into it and really go for it and allow it to amplify by another 2 times. And allow it to amplify by another 2 times and really just go for it in your body. And as you feel the feeling, just put on your anchor and squeeze your wrist and just milk in that feeling for a little while and just anchor it on and teach your body the feeling of certainty and just anchor on and just teach your body the connection between your anchor and the feeling of certainty and just teach it and just teach it and just milk it and milk it and milk it and build the feeling and just go in there and just like bathe in it like a warm bath and really just expand. If you could expand it even more, just allow yourself to expand it even more and just grab on that anchor really tight. So guys, this is gold. This is gold. This is the stuff that really matters before we jump in to going over your target market stuff. This is how you make it simple, easy, and fun. You must be confident, competent, certainty. You must have certainty, and you must be feeling congruent. If you do that, you're literally activating all your human drives, and you feel alive. It is fun, it is simple, and it is easy. How cool is that? To see that broken down consciously so you're aware of how to make it that. We're really diving in to the target market and no-brainer offer section of the foundations document that we're going to be giving you. Okay, so we're actually going to be giving you this on a plate. It's then your job to learn what we're giving you. Okay, and to not change it, like